What's going on, guys? This is Tybone Skyberg here. Today we're taking a look at the Blu-ray review. Today we're taking a look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, thanks to release by Shout Factory. Alright, so finally I got this on Blu-ray with a high definition. So I watched it. It looks exactly like the VHS. I should have known about this. I think that this is much better from that DVD. Is because, let's say, I think it's much better than the VHS version, and in my opinion, that DVD is because the quality is very piss poor in some color correction or not. I could be wrong, or I don't know. So there's two versions, one for the VHS and in the DVD. If you've seen it, go check them out, and it's on my channel. Then I mentioned, say, the VHS is better is because of the logo correctly, but the DVD wasn't because, like, the wrong logo with a yellow title on it. I can't remember, and it was way back a couple years ago. And when I did a review of this with VHS and the DVD, I don't know. So I could be right or wrong. So you'll see. So it's on my channel. Go check them out. And then what happened last year? If you've seen, like, last year, Shout Factory was originally supposed to be released, but instead they using with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the TV shows I meant, you had to buy complete all these the same ones with the steel books on it, includes the Mighty Morphin the movie. Then why you need it is because it's $200. It's too much money. We need it in a standalone. So a year later until now, it's finally official release. Then I got this. I'm very glad with this, in this movie. I really like this movie a lot. The high definition, it looks pretty good. So I cannot wait for the Turbo, a Power Rangers movie on Blu-ray. I cannot wait to get my hands on until July 30. So I will definitely review this when I got time. So, and yeah, that's all I had to say this. So anyway, so I like this cover right here. It looks exactly like a VHS because it's me connected to something. When I looked at an update on the news on the website, I was like, yes, it looks exactly like the VHS. And I'm glad they're using some kind of the VHS version. So, all right, let's take a look at it. Then I mentioned the same. Okay, let's take a look at the slipcover. It looks like, yeah, it's much as the same as the VHS. Yep, it does looks like all right. Now that the title says on Blu-ray, so, and you can see right here, it's just like a VHS, and you want to see it on the left. Now there's a Blu-ray logo on it, and it says Mighty Morphin, and you can see there's the 6 Rangers on here. Originally it was supposed to be just a White Ranger on it, and yeah. So and of course there's a Shout Factory logo. There's on the left and on the right. Same thing, the one on the upside down. So, and of course you got it right here on the back. If you want to read a policy, as you can. And of course there's a behind the scenes in there. That's not much. So I wish that they put more behind the scenes, like the making of the movie. The one way back in the '95. I used to have watched Fox Kids Network, or Fox Channel. They have you using the making of behind of that movie. I think they should put more than that in Blu-ray in this behind the scenes on bonus features. But it says only one. This says here one theatrical trailer. They should put more trailers on it, and even music videos. Call it Shampoo, the songs called Trouble, you know. And of course there's a new behind the scenes that it says a look back in the Mighty Morphin the movie. All the cast is there. And there's not much is there. But and this one right here, that reminds me of the DVD. And of course, this is originally poster. I don't mind in these changes a little bit more. The same exactly like DVD. I don't mind at that point. But the VHS is supposed to be like Ivan Ooze and some of those characters. I do like in that comparing. So. And of course, and you can read on the policy and the titles. You guess the idea. And of course, there's the credits right here. It says 20th Century Fox, Savant's Entertainment, and of course, there's some information. It says Savant Brands, Shout Factory, 20th Century Fox, and Blu-ray, and it says movie PG. All right. Let's get this out. The slipcover out. Now you can see right here comparison. It's the same thing. As much as it says a VHS, it looks amazing. And let me try to focus on there. So, otherwise, I try to figure it out how to focus. Oh, there you go. So it looks exactly amazing. I like this and this cover. Just like reminds me of the VHS. It looks perfectly. And yeah, you can see right here is the same ones, like a slipcover right here. And of course, and you got the rest of them. You got the idea is the same one like this. And of course, you got right here. It looks exactly it's the same one. You get the idea. It's just like a slipcover. All right, let's take a look at it. And the Blu-ray looks like a disc. It's only one disc. So now I'm very glad with these. The one in the background looks like from the battle of the Ivan Ooze warriors. Yeah, it does looks like the one on the construction workers. And if you've seen in the movie, it looks like. I'm very glad. I like that. I thought that they should be interesting a little bit more. So, but it's okay with me. So, and not to mention the clear case in this Blu-ray, you can see that the characters. I think it's a card. It does looks like it reminds me. The soundtrack of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the soundtrack with the Valios artist or whatever it's called. So let's take a look at it, but I gotta be careful on the disc, and I'm not gonna take them out. The slipcover. All right, so you can see this card right here, and the same actors with the characters on it. You guess the idea. You guessed it right. And you can see right here, I do love this and that fact is that the idea and goes that there's a characters on it. There's Aisha, Rocky, Kimberly, Tommy, Billy, and Adam. And there's a villains. You have evil space aliens and the same title. So why not just say Goldar, Lord Zed, Rita? Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. So yeah. Okay, so I could be wrong, but I thought it was just an evil space aliens. But the Rangers, different colors. Okay, so I don't mind it. It looks really good. That reminds me it's the same thing. So the only one missing is Zordon. They should put Zordon it in that point, just like in the movie. But they forgot to put it, but they tried. So all right, so you can see right here. Let's put it back on the way it is, and I'm gonna be careful. I'm not gonna take it too long. I promise you that. All right, so if I might put correct. Yep. All right, so there's not much else to say about this. This Blu-ray, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. I want to put it back like this. So I'm gonna say this. So my final thoughts, it was very nostalgic. I do love it. This cover right here, it looks very amazing, just like at the VHS. So I watched that movie. It was perfect, like at the high definition quality. The color correction looks very correct, just like at the VHS. And the rest of them I watch and I go, it reminds me of back in the past. I used to have the VHS, but before I mentioned, say, the VHS and DVD reviewer, I used to have the VHS on back in Christmas in '95. I used to have my father bought me when he was alive. It's the VHS. Say, I want this a VHS, but. So I got this movie, and to tell you the truth, I never saw the same movie, but I never saw it in the theaters. That's the truth. So I was doing something else, and it was way back in the '90s, in the middle '90s. So yeah, so my final thoughts right here. It looks very good, so there's nothing else and I could say this. So my final ratings, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie with on Blu-ray, they still Shop Factory. I want to give him this Blu-ray on 10 on a 10. It looks perfectly. I love the high definition. It looks perfectly that shot. It looks very perfect high definition screen, and finally give us. So that's all I have to say. That's 10 on a 10. So I cannot wait for Turbo the Power Rangers movie. So if I did get my hands on that very soon. So All right, so that's it. So that's my Blu-ray review with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, thanks to Shop Factory. So anyway, don't forget, click like, comments below, don't forget subscribe, and check the icon bell notifications in case you missed it or not. So anyway, so this is Tybone Skyberg, and I'll see you around, guys, and happy movie hunting, and take care.